Yeah, the curse of the 22nd hit again. I had it very, very rough this morning. His body is up for the ducks. That's what the duck fights are like in this. And really have big problems with the time of the morning when I'm living in a house with... You can see it's now right behind us, and because of the age of this thing, like if I'm talking about Fahrenheit degrees, then like 70 or 75 going uphill, it's kind of hard to control that balance after having filled. Hello guys, the time is 11 o'clock and it's January the 22nd. Yeah, the curse of the 22nd hit again. I had it very, very rough this morning, obviously, but forget about that now. We're gonna head to the park and do our walk. Hey, here we are again. This time we made it closer to the lake than at the entrance of the park. On November 26th, we have started our walk from the park where we had met a couple of people with a dog in the breed of a collie or whatever that is, slightly different from a retriever. And that was the last time that we had come here. For many weeks, it's been like a weekly thing that we do, that we take a walk around the park, including near the lake, and it's the first time I'm seeing this many people doing fishing up here. Although, as usual, it's swan and fish hunting. They are, they caught one. They caught one fish. That's fun. It's like a, yes. It reminds me just like the day of a life in a camp. It's kind of that situation. Yeah, it's this situation. That'd even be crazy to count how many of these fishing equipment there are. Well, I finally got to see a dead fish though. Oh, I just noticed that there's another dead fish, by the way, but if you don't see him well enough, then obviously the only reason is because that he is too deep under the water. But the other one, if these groups of ducks would have gone into a fight for the fish, then he wouldn't even be half eaten. Like his head could remain in while the rest of his body is up for the ducks. That's what the duck fights are like in this lake. But incredible. Well, that's just about it. Yeah, if you can notice, recently they have made a painting of these stairs. What changed, by the way. On our way out, we got a tractor. They're a small tractor, but look at, oh, well, the thing is, I just caught my attention on this since we have come in, and man, there was something quite similar to this on one of the July 4th parties that were at Hakon's neighborhood at the time that I was there. Anyway, time for what I can call lunch. It's yet before midday, but I am into branches today. It's like I'm almost never into it anyway. And I know you can tell from my face it looks like I'm kidding, but I gotta be real. I really have big problems with the time of the morning when I'm living in a house with both my parents. Well, truly sentimental that was on a day that was off to a rough start. And here's another picture of the stadium of where we will be on Tuesday. This one came in black, but at least you see the point. We had already printed another copy of this like 2 or 3 weeks ago already. The first time that we had printed out the stadium plan, but this time we have printed out another color. After that hell of a fiasco that happened the other day when I was on my bike and when I made a hole in my shirt, we have finally put air into the wheels. Like obviously this was out of air, and you can notice that this brake is still really low. I struggled with that as well, like something had happened after we had placed it while getting the carpets cleaned in the house. As well as that, before I took it out of the stream, it was kind of buckled up on the left brake, which I had put it too much down at some point. And so once I get back, I'm gonna try and see how it is. Look at that. An antique.
Physically antique.
Yeah, Like, oh, not this one, by the way, not the E350, but there is an antique car. Well, it was quite simple to catch this one, but let's see. There, he just waved a hand. He just waved a saluting hand, I shall say. If his turbo wasn't the obstacle that would bring me out of this, and I would. There it is. There it is. I can see it now.
1940s, maybe 1930s.
Ooh, well.
Look at the wheels, man. They're like bicycle tires.
Look at that. And how many wheels are on this? Look at that. You can't even count how many wheels are on this. That's funny.
Fifth wheel is the spare wheel. They don't have room for it, put it in the truck because there's no truck.
Well, yeah. That's just two 90-year-olds riding the vehicle. It's like
Possibly
a wagon.
They are
with
the first owners.
Right. Like,
wow,
this.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I know. Oh, well, we're going to see it. Come again. Oh, well. Turbo, your driver's suit did not age really well enough, but I'm stunned. I'm truly stunned. You can see it's now right behind us, and because of the age of this thing, the model, something like 1941, then there's barely any heating or cooling like we have in this one. You see what I can turn it up to. The maximum I can turn up to on this one is 88, and the lowest that I can turn it down will be, it's 59. Alright, so it's on 76 obviously, so I'm gonna turn it back up to, I'll go 77. Yeah, I'll be a bit more generous and I'll go up to 77. Hey, look at that. We made it to Google. Just right at the Google headquarters. And there. So after, whoa. I don't want to go through that again, because just earlier today we have put air in my bike after the problem that I went through the other day while I was reading what was on these orange piece of paper, like these ones, and all of a sudden, bam, it happened. And yeah, the brake, it's still kind of difficult to deal with that. Goodness me, it is still chilly. It's been chilly the whole day today. Anyway, so speaking about that thermostat, actually, like the fact that it's been chilly, I have put it up a little bit warmer. But the thing with my mom's car is, like, because on the Porsche, you can turn it anything from 59 to 88, whereas on my mom's BMW X1, you can turn it from 60 to 84. And the funny thing is that it only goes in even numbers. And I'm like, how is that the case? Like, you can arrange it from 60 to 84. But the fact that it goes in even numbers, I tried putting it at 69. I'm not kidding. I tried putting it at 69. And I'm like, how does it go from 68 to 70 to 72 to 74? Well, I try to heat it up. And I know you're thinking, why put it to 69, right? Because usually when it's really hot in the car, I don't really care. Like, a big amount of people would put their thermostat on, like, if I'm talking about Fahrenheit degrees, then like 70 or 75, or putting it on even numbers. And when I'm talking about Celsius degrees, pretty much the same scenario, like 20 or 25 or any even number. For me, I don't really care. In fact, I put it on odd numbers. Yeah, I mean, I do prefer odd numbers, by the way, I gotta be true, but I'm not saying as if like I would set the thermostat to 77 instead of 76 or 78 or even 80 or even 70. Who cares? So without a matter of fact, I'm like, 77 is just a number, so I'm just gonna set it like that. So yeah, it's It does give some effect though with the air that I put on my bike. Look where I'm heading through. Somewhat really funny. Whoa! Yeah, speaking about the air that's put in there, like even if you're slowing down and when you try and control it, it's a little bit harder with the amount of air on this. Oh boy! Yeah, as well, it gives a little bit more of a shaky filter when you take it when you're going uphill. It's kind of hard to control that balance after having filled it up with this amount of air. Ooh! Yeah, it's like when you take your BMW X5 out to the desert, but be even better with an M5 than an X5. Ooh, this one's pretty cool. The GSN, I believe, I'm just making it up, but GSN 63, and as well that wagon. Ooh, you see what I was talking about, the pressure that you get. The thing really is, speaking about science, is that under the wind, it makes it even more difficult in a situation that can get really, really shaky. Like for now, we are on high wind alert, and tomorrow and Tuesday are going to be really, really shaky days. Speaking about all that stuff. Yesterday it smelled like a banana flavored gum, right? This cleaning station. And now it smells like heavy mint. It's absolutely crazy. And yeah, you can see all this. I think I talked about this once, this luxury stuff, but there's another store containing all of these, but it's currently closed since on Sundays it doesn't work. Yeah, you can see it's dark in there, and they're almost complete with this room up here. Whoa, by the way, I just thought that there was a cat in there for a second, but what's the point of a cat, right? This ain't the Middle East. Like, who would even see a cat just lurking under the shelves in a workplace in the Middle East, right? It's like me writing a fairy tale about just a random thing, like making a diary about something. But yeah, here's a schedule whatsoever. So guys, that's going to be it for today's vlog. It's almost sunset and the time right now is 5:23. So that's going to be all for today. And yes, we have finally discovered that throughout the month of February, on Wednesday, February the 8th, we'll be dropping my mom off to the airport and we'll leave her, and then the next 5 days after that it will be just us two, and on one of those days we'll explore around San Diego and we'll go further than where we went on Wednesday. I'll see you guys in the vlog tomorrow. Have a great day.